City, Tennessee. In the 83, it's Jensen Ford. And to his outside in Newport, Tennessee, the Newport Nightmare, Jimmy Owens. Row number 3 at Winchester, Tennessee. It'll be the 81 at Jaden Frame. And the 157 of Winfield, Tennessee's Mike Marlar rolls off 6th. Row number 4 at Rock Hill, South Carolina, it'll be Beckham Malone in the 23. And out of Sun River, Montana, the 09 of Michael Leach rolls off 8th. Rolling off inside row number 5 at a New Waverly, Texas, number 1 Turbo, Tyler Erb. And to his outside in the 22 at McMinnville, Tennessee, Bree Whitmore. Those are the 10 cars expected for our first of 4 Schaefersville Spring Nationals heat races as they make their way to the racing surface for our first of what will be 4 heat races coming up. Once again, heat race number 1. Heat race number 1. I need you to the racetrack right now. Your time is now. Heat race number 1. Let's go. If you are in our first heat race, you are late. I have my front row. I got 8 more drivers I need headed to the racetrack. Let's go, guys. So here we go. We get ready for our first of 4 Schaefersville Spring Nationals heat races. Top 4 transfer to the main event. Everybody else will go to those 2 B mains presented by Coltman Farms Racing. Those will be coming up as we work our way through our racing program tonight. 6:04 main event. That's coming up next. That will follow these 4 heat races. So the field now starting to assemble itself on the front straightaway. I'm sure they're down to a certain grace period of time. They need to be ready to go. Go ahead, heat race number 2, you need to be in staging. Heat race number 2, you need to be in staging. So this kind of sets the stage for what we're going to be looking at. How things will shape up tonight, that 53-lap, 10,053 to win feature. The next installment of the Coltman Farms Racing Cup, of course, that is a totally separate point standings. drivers having the opportunity to race for some bonus money. And we thank, of course, the great team at Coltman's Farms Racing for putting up that bonus money, allowing these drivers to run for some extra money. And really, things are going to shake up in that Coltman's Farms Cup because Cody Overton was at the top, Ethan Dotson second, Dalton Cook was third. They're not here. Will Harrington set fourth, Garrett Smith was sixth, Corey Hitchcock seventh, then Michael Leach. Those are the drivers in the top 10 that are here. And it looks like the group we got on the racetrack, those will be the cars we're going to go with in our first of 4 super late model heat races here from I-75 Raceway. Welcome, race fans, wherever you're watching around the world. It is beautiful Sweetwater, Tennessee. On a Friday night, it is Good Friday, as Jason said. Beautiful Easter weekend. Hey, if you're looking for something to do tomorrow night, we're going to be up at Tazewell. Yeah, the Bad Fast Taz tomorrow night. $21,000 in the Little Bill Cora Memorial. Bonus money on the line as well. As here we go, the field will make its way. Jensen Ford, I think, is our final car we were missing. Jensen set to roll off third. He wants that starting spot. As Corey Hitchcock will start on the pole. Heath Hindman to his outside. I love the fact Heath's put the wrap on the 91. That is sharp. In the distance, in the glare, it looks like the Jimmy Owens machine. The orange and silver and black. Of course, Jimmy's broke the green back out this weekend. Now that is nightmare colors. So 1 to go being given. I-75 Raceway next time by. We're going to light the fuse on the first of 4 heat races for the Schaefer's Oil Spring Nationals. We'll show the way down into turns 1 and 2, the first of 4 heat races for the Schaefer's Oil Spring Nationals. Out of turn 4, we're underway. Hitchcock's going to rock it down into 1 and 2. He'll have the advantage over Heath Hyman. Jensen Ford's going to try to get the 91 off the bottom. He does. Here comes the TNT house car. The dealership up to second. Jaden Frame's going to see the bottom open up as well. He's going to take third. Jimmy Owens fourth. Boyd Heath Hyman's on the backside of the transfer already. Lap 1 in the books. It's Corey Hitchcock out front. Behind him, it will be Jensen Ford, and it will be Jaden Frame. 3 cars fighting for the transfer spot. Heath Hyman said, you know what, I went backwards. I'm coming back. Hyman's got a fast hot rod. He's to the inside of Jimmy Owens. Final transfer spot on the line down into turns 1 and 2. I tell you what, it's anybody's ball game right now. Oh, Beckham Malone got underneath of Mike Marlar. Marlar's going to fly back. Jimmy Owens has the final transfer spot for now, but after lap 3, it's Corey Hitchcock out front. Things are starting to calm down now. Jimmy's open about a 2-car length advantage over Heath Hyman. Hyman in the 4th and final transfer spot. Mike Marlar's trying to find something at the top of the racetrack in that Infinity by Wells. Corey Hitchcock's last lap, by the way, 15.581. He's running qualifying time right now. Off the back straightaway, he'll sail into turns 3 and 4. I'm going to tell you what, Corey Hitchcock has got a mindset this weekend. He's just going to go out and try to dominate this thing. 5 laps in, that's exactly what he's done. Jensen Ford's been able to stay within the same amount of distance, but he can't get any closer. It's nearly a 1.5 second advantage. Jimmy Owens, the final car in the transfer spot right now. He is comfortable 2 car lengths ahead of Heath Hyman. And they will look for the white flag this time by. He was fastest in our FK Rod in time trials, 15.2, and right now he's 1 lap away from winning the first heat race. Corey Hitchcock. This is his playground, his backyard, so to speak, and the 2022 Southern Nationals champion will cruise to the win here in our first of 4 heat races. Corey Hitchcock, Jensen Ford, Jaden Frame, Jimmy Owens, your top 4. They'll transfer. Heath Hyman, Mike Marlar, Michael Leach, and Beckham Malone's going to be the first 4 cars on the outside looking in. And your winner of Sunoco Race Fuels Heat Race number 1 at Loudon, Tennessee, the Eagle Power, BMF, Kaiser Manufacturing, Base Race Fuels, Current Construction, Easy Go, SFP Performance Systems, the Viper Motorsports, number 23, Corey Hitchcock. So Hitchcock will take Heat Race number 1. Dominating fashion for Corey. That'll bring us to American Racer Tire Heat Race number 2. They'll get ready to roll to the racetrack with the driver that has the most career wins in the Schaefer Soul Sprint Nationals. 18 of them to be exact. On the front row in the 17 in out of Chickamauga, Georgia, it's Dale McDowell. To his outside in the 126 out of Rogersville, Tennessee, in the Barry Wright Icon, it is Cade Loudy at Rogersville, Tennessee. Row number 2 out of Winfield, Tennessee, the 57 of Cameron Marlar. And to his outside in the 8, that's the coach, David Payne of Murphy, North Carolina, the J. Dickens capital. Row number 3 in the 15 out of Sevierville, Tennessee, it's Noah Phillips. And to his outside in the 1 out of Mosside, Tennessee, it's Vic the Thrill Hill. Row number 4 out of Fort Payne, Alabama, in the 16, it'll be Sam Seawright. And to his outside out of Kingston, Georgia, the 31 of Tyler Millwood. Final row in the 71, he'll start 9th out of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's Pierce McCarter. And your final starter scheduled to be in the 201 out of Harriman, Tennessee. That is Glenn Vanover. So 10 more cars will make an attempt. Once again, top 4 transfer to the main event. Everybody else will be headed to one of those 2 B-mains that will come up momentarily. Race fans, this is American Racer Tire Heat Race number 2. Series Director Ray Cook, I believe, allowing the guys to put a little bit of heat in the tires. Want to make sure we keep that middle of the top side of this racetrack as an option. Things kind of worked their way to the bottom in that first heat race, kind of stayed there. I'll look for them to slow them down right here momentarily. There is the yellow. Caution's going to come out. We'll stack them back up. So they'll stack them back up. We'll get ready to go. American Racer Tire Heat Race number 2. Top 4 will transfer. Dale McDowell, Cade Loudy on the front row. Dale has the inside. Cade Loudy has the outside. They get ready to roll into the start zone. Heat Race number 2. You're going to see the green flag here at I-75 Raceway. We're underway. Cade Loudy and Cameron Marlar side by side for second. Marlar's going to have that spot for now. Maybe, maybe not. Cade Loudy's going to fight back. Marlar's going to break down into the bottom. Cade Loudy's going to have to fall in line. He's going to take the 3rd spot. He'll hang on. Transfer spot battle. David Payne and Sam Seawright, the 8 to 16 going at it. The Mach X debut. Oh, Seawright got a little squirrely, and here comes Payne back. Don't count out the 1 of Vic the Thrill Hill. Vic's going to follow Payne down into turns 3 and 4. He needs to pick up 2 more spots if he wants to put the 1 car into the show. Still out front, Dale McDowell. Comfortable transfer spot right now for Sam Seawright. Vic, by the way, 1 career series win in the spring. 21 career starts for that 1 car. It's still Dale McDowell out front. Almost a second advantage over Cameron Marlar. Marlar's not let him completely get away just yet. He's kind of stayed pretty much in tow. Then Cade Loudy and then Sam Seawright. What a big turnaround for that 16, considering how things went in hot laps. So Dale McDowell will send it down into turns 3 and 4 with Cameron Marlar in tow. We'll see if Marlar's cut that deficit. It looked like momentarily it's under a second. No, still 1.040. 5 laps complete here in this 8-lap heat race number 2. Top 4 are your transfer cars. Dale McDowell, Cameron Marlar, Cade Loudy, and Sam Seawright. They're comfortable right now with David Payne and Vic Hill, the first 2 on the outside looking in. White flag next time by. White flag will come out for Dale McDowell on cruise control here in our 2nd of 4 heat races. This one presented by American Racer Tire. Down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. 59 career wins for the Dirt Lake Model Hall of Famer. 18 career Sprint Nationals wins. And Dale McDowell picks up heat race number 2. Cameron Marlar 2nd, Cade Loudy 3rd. Sam Seawright takes your 4th and final transfer spot. 5th place will go to David Payne. It'll be Vic Hill Right behind him with Noah Phillips and Tyler Millwood, your first cars on the outside looking in. I-75 Raceway, your winner of American Racer Tire Heat Race number 2 out of Chickamauga, Georgia. The Clements Team Zero, Clot Synthetic Lubricants, Cometic Gaskets, Reese Monument, Connected Strategy Advisors, BSI Well Services, number 17M, the Mac Daddy, Dale McDowell. So McDowell will pick up the second heat race win. Rolling to the track comes Easy Go Heat Race number 3. Here's how they'll line up. Fastest car in Group B of our qualifying out of Cleveland, Tennessee. The 44 of John Omi will be on the pole. To his outside at a Headingley, Manitoba, Canada. Former World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year, the 7 of Ricky Weiss. Row number 2 at Hawkinsville, Georgia. The 15K, it'll be Will Harrington. And the 22 at Blairsville, Georgia's Tucker Anderson make up row number 2. Row 3 out of Seymour, Tennessee. In the 1G, it'll be Rusty Ballinger and Kane Newby out of McMinnville, Tennessee in the 71. He'll start 6th. Row number 4, the 101 of Talbot, Tennessee's Forrest Trent. And the 20 of Daniel Bowles out of Clinton, Tennessee. And your final 2 starters, the T6 of Todd Hernandez and the 15 of Will Hicks. Those will be the final 2 starters here in what is our 3rd heat race. This one presented by our friends at Easy Go. Number 3, getting ready to get things all lined up. 1 to go being given. Next time by our 3rd heat race. We'll get ready to come to life. How about John Omi? Fastest overall in FK Rodian's Group B. He's on the pole against the guy that has won a lot of money here at I-75 in the last year and a half. He won the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series race here. He put a big check in his pocket a year ago with the Crate Racing USA Dirt Lake Model Series. And he's going to a place tomorrow where he had success too. Ricky Weiss coming into the weekend looking to double up now in his home state of Tennessee. John Omi's going to lead us to green. How about that? Hole sitter got him in a hole shot off of 4. Weiss will go to the top side. We'll see if the 7, the sniper, can get a run. He's going to do so down the back straightaway, nose to tail, and we're slowing down. And they say no. So my hole shot was a not so fast. So I'm assuming he was a little early. A little early must be right there at that flag stand. I thought he might have got a nose past the flag stand, but they're gonna no harm, no foul. We'll try it again. Got right there at that. Oh, and Ricky Weiss has pulled up lane. Ricky Weiss has pulled up the top side. If turns 1 and 2, and they're saying there's debris. I'm hearing that possibly Tucker Anderson and Ricky Weiss found something on the top side of the racetrack. So I-75 officials going to go up there and see what might be on the racetrack. And I see something laying there now. No monitor in the tower tonight. So if you're seeing a better shot than I am, then you're in a better seat, baby. But there was definitely something laying on the top side of turns 1 and 2. So a good eye from Ricky Weiss and Tucker Anderson who found that. So we'll line them up and try it again. John Omi and Ricky Weiss on the front row. So I'm hearing we've got liquid in turns 1 and 2 as well. Yellow lights are extinguished. So we'll try it again. John Omi, Ricky Weiss on the front row. Second in points, Will Harrington inside row 2 with youngster Tucker Anderson to his outside. Got to get into that restart zone before we fire. I don't know if that one's going to count. I don't think it is. Tucker Anderson Will got a really good start, but I think it's going to be too good. Yellow lights come back on, and maybe the 3rd time will be the charm. So that one's going to be on the 15K. Well, high hopes for possibly the 3rd time being the charm. First time, John Oldby got a good start. Second time, Will Harrington got a really good start. Third time, we'll see. Ricky Weiss is waiting for his chance to have a really good start. Here we go. Heat race number 3, presented by Easy Go's getting up. Daniel Bowles is slow at the top of 4. We'll see. Oh, man, Will Harrington got another good run into 1 and 2. I don't see any caution lights yet. We stay green. Harrington from 3rd to 1st in turns 1 and 2. Now Oldby's going to look to the inside. Nearly contact. We got 2 around in the back of the field. Todd Hernandez goes around. Forrest Trent goes around. And also you can throw the 15 Will Hicks in there. And man, oh man, Will Harrington on a whole shot down into turns 1 and 2 takes the lead. So we got Forrest Trent, who's turned around at the bottom of turns 3 and 4, and you got Todd Hernandez, who's up and over the reservation in turns 3 and 4. So once again, no laps officially scored. So we'll see if we completely line him back up or not. And I just got word. It is going to be a complete restart. So that good start from Will Harrington is going to go for naught. And the 6 and the 101 are down here on the front straightaway. I think they're waiting on the field to come by. No, Forrest Trent's coming off the racetrack. So the 101's off the racetrack. The 6 is waiting to get in line. So they are working to get the lineup. Still no laps complete. Will Harrington, though, has paced the field until now. So Ricky Weiss will pass the 7. The 44 will come by the 7. And Will Harrington will go back to his spot. So Will's going to go to the inside. Tucker Anderson comes back to the outside. Yeah, we'll try it again. Oh, so smooth through 2. This third one has been quite interesting. So Will Harrington has got the bottom of the racetrack both times, these last 2 restarts. I would about bet money John Oldby protects the bottom going into 1 if possible. And now Will has stopped on the back straightaway. The Bruce Kane Racing 15K has come to a stop. And now he's rolling again. Possibly pointing out debris, we'll see. If it's down there that far, I don't know, we're going to be down there playing in the mud. And now he's pulling to the front straightaway. And Will's going to have a track official come over and see what Will Harrington might need. I'm sure he is asking possible questions. And by the way, I did mention our points leader, Cody Overton, not here. We now know why. Of course, he had that bad flip at Farmer City. They're working on trying to get another car ready to go. So totally understand that as he chases the World of Outlaws Championship. And Garrett Smith has rolled to the racetrack. So Garrett Smith rolled out onto the racetrack. They had everything blocked up there at the turn 2 chute. They had to let Forrest Trent come back. So I'm looking around the I-75 Raceway. I see no yellow lights. And we're going to try to do this one more time. I-75 Easy Go Heat Race number 3. John Oldby, Ricky Weiss. Keep an eye on the 15 of Will Harrington. Here we go. Into the restart zone. Already a lower line for Oldby. We're underway. John's going to hold the bottom. 2 by 2, they go into 1 and 2. We might have a chance. Weiss is going to get the run on the top side. Here comes John Obi. It's going to be Ricky Weiss off turn 2. Tucker Anderson gets the best of the 15K going into turn 3. Now Will Harrington's in the transfer spot, and he goes to the middle of the racetrack. Rusty Ballinger hooks the bottom, side by side for 4. And Will Harrington's got to be thinking, I guess, the what-if question on those final 2 restarts. He goes from possibly leading into 1 to out of a transfer spot, trying to get the middle of the racetrack going. Ricky Weiss out front, John Obi in the second spot, Tucker Anderson third. Tucker asked me, is this my first super race? I said, no, it's not. Can't keep up with that. Needless to say, he's running third right now, trying to run down John Obi, and Will Harrington's trying to find a comfortable line. He's going to hook the bottom at 3 and 4. What a dig by the 15. He's got to get 1 more spot. Halfway home that time, 4 in and 4 to go. Ricky Weiss is off the racetrack, down the back straightaway. John Obi going to try to run him down. The Sniper Chassis 7 car. Ricky Weiss out front this time. 0.562 the gap, and John Obi slowly running him down. John is settled in. That car not much on the takeoff, but it started to pick up speed as he is starting to run down the Manitoba Missile. Rusty Ballinger for the moment right now holds the 4th and final transfer spot. That's going to put a smile on Mike Knuckles' face. Put that Warrior race car in the show through the heat race. Into turns 3 and 4 will come Ricky Weiss. Lap 7 goes on the board. Here comes the white flag. Ricky Weiss, John Obi, Tucker Anderson. Rusty Ballinger, your top 4, and your Will Harrington. What could have been is going to be the question. For that Bruce Kane number 15, those multiple restarts played effect, and Ricky Weiss takes advantage. He wins easy go heat race 3. John Obi second, Tucker Anderson goes third. Rusty Ballinger, how about that? He'll take spot number 4. Oh, and a flat right rear for Will Harrington. That was coming to the line. Somehow, I think he kept the 5th spot. So that'll be a pole for the Coleman Farms B main. But your winner of Easy Go Heat Race number 3 with all the dramatics, it'll be Ricky Weiss. The Vic Hill Sniper, Turk Enterprises, Dryden Performance Grading, Go Lithium, LG Transport, G-Style Transport, number 7 for the 2020 World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year. 1 career Spring Nationals win. Here's your trivia question. When was that? 2017, back at Crossville. So the 4th and final Schaefer's Old Spring Nationals heat race, and boy is this one stacked up. Front row will look like this. Already a winner in the series in 2025. He won at Buckshot the last weekend out. It'll be Garrett Smith out of Madison, Georgia in the 10. He'll be on the pole. 'Tis outside in the Longhorn Factory team, number 76 out of Evans, Georgia. It's Brandon Overton. Row number 2 out of Salem, West Virginia, starting 3rd in the 25, the Bristol Bullet of Mike Benedum. And the 14 of Trey Mills out of St. Augustine, Florida. He'll roll off 4th. Row 3 out of New London, North Carolina, the 28 of Carson Brown. And out of Lenore City, Tennessee, the 20, it'll be Jonathan Ellison rolling off 6. Row 4 out of Newport, Tennessee, the Boo Crew, Josh Henry. And his outside out of Clinton, Tennessee, the 11 of Stacy Bowles. And your final 2 starters, starting 9th out of College Grove, Tennessee, the 81 of Jason Riggs. And the 10 of Jeremy Petty in the 77. Final heat race for the Chevrolet, for the Schaefer's Oil Spring Nationals, getting ready to come to life. Next time by, it is the final heat race now. Smith, it will be Brandon Overton down into turns 3 and 4, the final heat race for the Schaefer's Oil Spring National Series, presented by Coleman Farm Racing, is in the restart zone. We are green. Garrett's going to launch down into turns 1 and 2. Brandon Overton's going to go on the charge. Boy, Mike Benedum steals the 3rd spot. Trey Mills takes 4th. After that, anybody's race behind Carson Brown. Oh boy, John Ellison got a huge run into 3 and he had to slow it up. And Ellison's going to find himself heading backwards in a hurry in the best plumber, number 20. Out of turn number 2, Garrett Smith, Brandon Overton, your top 2, Mike Benedict. That's got to be good for the Bristol Bullet. He loves going to Tazewell. That's where we'll be tomorrow night. As a matter of fact, last time we were there, almost won the thing if it hadn't been for Dale McCow. And right now, Benedict runs in the 3rd spot. Trey Mills is in the 4th and final transfer. Right now, pretty comfortable ahead of Carson Brown. Trey Mills likes this place. Usually pretty sporty here in that 14. For the former Hunt Front Super Dirt Series Rookie of the Year. Right now, they are following the 10 of Garrett Smith out of Madison, Georgia, the Vic Hill Longhorn. 2 career Spring Nationals win, one of them at Tri-County, most recently at Buckshot. Right now, he's leading the 76 of Brandon Overton. He's got 11 career wins. His most recent was the last event out of East Alabama. Most recent winner on the tour, and he's starting to run down the 10. 5 in the books will come to lap 6 this time. I said he was running him down. He looked like he was down in 1 and 2. Out of turn 4 they'll go. Lap 6 on the board. White flag next time by. It's still Garrett Smith out front. Brandon Overton 2nd. Mike Benedict 3rd. Trey Mills 4th. White flag will come this time for Garrett Smith. Out of turn 4 one last time. Can he hold off Brandon Overton? Into 1 and 2 and off of turn 2. Garrett Smith's got 2 turns left. Coming up, 604 feature is next, but out of turn number 4, Madison, Georgia's Garrett Smith. He will win Delta Communications Heat Race number 4. It'll be Brandon Overton 2nd. Mike Benedict 3rd, Trey Mills 4th. And Josh Henry's going to squeeze by and steal the 5th spot for Carson Brown. How about that? So I-75 Raceway, your winner of Delta Communications Heat Race number 4. He comes out of Madison, Georgia, the Vic Hill Longhorn, Atlanta Paving, Cadillac Ranch, Bill Stein Shocks, Schaefer's Oil, VP Racing Fuels, number 10 for the former Dirt Track World Champion winner. It's Garrett Smith. So 4 heat races in the books. Johnny, we're going to get ready to turn it over to you. We got our first feature of the night. The 604 late models are next.
Coming on the track, the 604 feature race. Starting on the pole from Jamestown, Tennessee. Driving the number 118, Jared Delk. Starting outside pole, the number 31 out of Knoxville, Tennessee, Wes Tilley. Starting in the 3rd place from Seymour, Tennessee in the 10B, Bradley Llewellyn. Starting 4th from Cohutta, Georgia, driving the number 14, Cade Brookshire. And starting 5th from Chatsworth, Georgia, driving the number 1 machine,